Now, this is something that I noticed in the fight, right? Raymond Ford was very hesitant from like all the way up until like round 7. But in round 9, he starts throwing haymakers. And I'm like, why didn't you start out with the haymakers? I think it's because he's trying to fight in a style that's a little bit too slick for his own liking. He's not really a slick fighter. He's really a offensive, aggressive fighter, but he stopped fighting like that. And this brings me back to the Nick Ball fight. In the Nick Ball fight, we were told that his performance was due to him being weight drained. And I said, okay, that makes sense because he was giving Nick Ball all he could handle at times, but then he would take a big break and just sit on the ropes and stuff. So he looked tired and or out of shape and or weight drained. Who knows? But that was a great fight. And even though he lost, that was a great performance by both guys. Nick Ball is a dog. There's really no shame in losing to Nick Ball. We know Nick Ball recently got knocked out because he went up in weight. And just his style, like high risk, high octane style, he got his ass knocked out. But let's get back to Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford, this was his best performance against some of the best opposition. Now, Oshaki Foster is better than Nick Ball, but Raymond Ford didn't perform well against Shock. He performed well against Nick Ball. And the reason why is because he let them damn hands go. He let his hands go. Now, the question that I have is, if he looked tired in the fight against Nick Ball because he was drained, then how come in the fight against Shock at 130, was he not throwing anything in the championship rounds? He got dominated really in the championship rounds. The other rounds, he got beat. Some rounds he won. But in the championship rounds, he got dominated. So I'm like, what's going on here? So it makes you reflect and think, did you lose to Nick Ball because you're a weight drain, or was Nick Ball just a better man? Because you performed the same way at different weight classes in the latter rounds. Or maybe Shock is just that good and he took a lot out of Raymond Ford. The thing about Oshaki Foster, he calls himself ice water. Everybody knows at the highest level in boxing, it's about staying relaxed, especially when you got to go 12 rounds, because every move you make, unless you're on PDs, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy. So top level dudes, they learn how to stay relaxed. They learn how to stay calm and cool. Shock talks about that. Raymond Ford, it seemed like he was a little bit too amped, and it came back to bite him in the ass late in the fight. He looked tired. And also he took a lot of clean shots as well. And even getting thrown out of the ring was very significant. It takes energy every time you go to the ground. So imagine getting thrown out of the ring in the first round. That was a huge momentum stealer, I believe. And that was a veteran move by Oshaki Foster. But it just calls into question, why did he lose to Nick Ball? Was it because of the weight, or was Nick Ball just that great relative to Raymond Ford? Why did he lose to Oshaki Foster? He can't blame the weight this time. Was it because, he was indecisive? Is it because he doesn't really have his identity in the ring yet? Or is Oshaki Foster just that damn good? Who knows? Y'all let me know what y'all think. This is something that I'm just pondering. I really don't know. And I'm going to end the video by saying, I think Raymond Ford, the sky's the limit. If he could just start throwing punches again. The stuff that he was throwing against Nick Ball, I didn't see none of that against Foster. And we need more of that because, once again, I've said it in like 3 different videos or 4 different videos now, that's a gift to be able to throw hard shots at a high clip like that, to be able to let your hands go. Not everybody has that gift, so I think that he needs to investigate his gifts more. But y'all let me know what y'all think.